Ken Bordelon, linebacker, covering defensively, 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lindsay, a first quarter score. The New York Giants leading Green Bay 7-0.
Right here, the New Orleans Saints are leading the Atlanta Falcons by a score of 7-0. Falcons on top in the Western Division of the NFC.
The Saint defense, a lot of troubles with the Saint defense this year, giving up 399 yards a game.
Schwartz starting at strong safety in place of Ray Brown, who has a bruised foot. To the 45-yard line, Barry Bennett coming in to make the tackle on Andrews. Gain of 2 on the play.
Andrews is a hard man to tackle. He's the type of guy you beat on in the first half and hold him to 30 yards. He comes back in the second half and gets another 90 or 100.
Dick Nolan, head coach of the New Orleans Saints in his 2nd season as head coach. Alfred Jackson has come in, 3 wide receivers. Now Kane came out. Big play Jackson is wide to the right side, number 85. Bartkowski. And he's dropped. Derlin Moore got to it. That'll bring the punting unit on for the Atlanta Falcons. The ball's way back there about the 42-yard line. John James comes in to do the punting.
Boy, good pass rush this time. You see the blitz coming also. But they just broke down up front. Derlin Moore on a trick coming around. Dave Scott ends up making the play.
John James with his average there, 39.2. Wes Chandler is deep. Hits at the 21. Bounds to the 17. They'll start 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. So we have now 10 minutes, 28 seconds remaining to be played in the first quarter, and the New Orleans Saints have the ball. They lead 7-0.
Excuse me. I'm not the same crazy coach who used to storm around the sidelines yelling at the officials. I've learned to relax, and I drink light beer from Miller. Do you know that Light's got 1/3 less calories than their regular beer? And listen to this. Light doesn't fill me up. Besides that, Light tastes fantastic. Oh, sure, there are a lot of other beers around, and you can drink any one you want. But let me tell you this.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
As I was saying, I don't care what anybody else...
I do the Continental to ensure my accidental.
We do the Continental to ensure our residential.
I do the Continental to ensure my developmental. They can insure all I have to insure.
I do the Continental to ensure my instrumental.
I do the Continental to ensure my Continental.
Join the over 4 million satisfied Continental insurance policyholders.
Do the Continental.
Next Saturday, the WBA Junior Welterweight Championship live. Aaron Pryor defends against Tough Gaten Hart. Next Saturday, 4:30 Eastern on the CBS Sports Spectacular.
The New Orleans Saints, who have not won a game this year, they're 0-10, have a 7-point lead. They have the ball. 1st and 10 at their 17-yard line. Archie Manning brings them up. Rodgers and Wilson are his setbacks. Manning has the ball. He still has the ball. He's at the 20-yard line, and he hits the deck. He was an All-American scrambler during his playing days at Ole Miss. Hits the deck there and advances at the 22-yard line. Buddy Curry was there.
But that was before a lot of injuries took place. He did the right thing here. Kind of lost his footing, but it was kind of a nice little go down right there because he was starting to run into a lot of red shirts over there.
2nd down play coming. Ball just in advance of the 22-yard line. Jeff Murrow has come out, and Don Smith has come in at the linebacker now for the Atlanta Falcons. Saints in an I formation. That's Ike Harris in motion. That's Rodgers carrying. Got the 1st and 10. Roland Lawrence ran him out of bounds.
Lindsay, I asked Dick Nolan down on the field before the game about they had good practices this week. He said, you know, we've had good practices throughout the year, some weeks better than others. But there is a lot of character on this football team, but maybe not quite enough at some positions.
He said that it had been noted that they'd had some fast, exciting losses and that he would prefer some slow, dull victories. Lawrence comes out. Bias goes in now at a corner. Short drop. Intercepted at the 31-yard line. Al Richardson with his 6th interception of the year. Al Richardson with interception number 6 for the Atlanta Falcons. Gives him the ball deep in New Orleans territory. There he is.
He made a big interception last week to stop the final drive by the Cardinals, and as you said it, his 6th of the year. Outstanding young linebacker. Just a bad throw, a bad decision to throw the ball. Just tried to lob it over his head. Didn't get enough on it, and Richardson in perfect position picks it off.
It's at the 19-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Kane and Andrews are the setbacks for Bartkowski. That's Andrews. Near the 15-yard line. Derlin Moore on the tackle. Penalty marker on the play.
Or what that'll do for the football team when you're trailing. They get a big play from the defense. And the Falcons have done it throughout the year.
George Barth is the referee. Ready to face off the penalty against the New Orleans Saints. 5 yards, puts it at the 14-yard line. Here's Barth.
Defensive nose guard, outside, down.
First down and 5 yards to go at the 14. Kane and Andrews set. Andrews. That's the first down inside the 8-yard line. Joe Fetterspiel made the tackle with Tommy Myers. First down and goal to go for the Falcons.
Well, you take a look at the strength of this young man. Watch the offensive line come off, doing a good job along the line of scrimmage. Good blocking at the point of attack, and you see leg drive. Finally, Fetterspiel ends up under him, and they trap him, but he's got a first down, 1st and goal.
At the 7.5-yard line. Kane in motion to the left side. Andrews with the ball. Drove inside the 5 to the 3. Second down and goal to go. Barry Bennett on the tackle.
Again, another surge by the middle of that line. Boy, they're doing a good job blocking right now. Nothing fancy, coming straight off, hitting people.
James Mayberry comes into the ball game. Second-year man from Colorado.
Saint defense very vulnerable to the run.
Mayberry's in the wing right. Andrews and Kane are the setbacks. Leave it inside for about a yard to Kane. 2-yard line. Schwartz made the tackle. 3rd and goal at the 2.
Good play defensively. Good play by the white shirts in. Got a lot of people around Kane in a hurry.
Double tight end, Junior Miller and McKeska. 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line. Andrews ahead of Kane in the eye. Mayberry in a wing right. The fans are on their feet here in Atlanta. No gain on the play. Elois Grooms was there on the tackle, stopping Kane. And here comes the field goal unit. Tim Mazzetti coming in.
Boy, give that defensive line a lot of credit for the job they did on the goal line, Lindsey.
They did. Mazzetti is 14 of 19 in the field goal department. John James comes in to hold for him.
Well, they strung that play out to the side, a kind of a slow developing play.
It'll be a 20-yard attempt. Penalty marker, it's good. It's through the uprights, but there's a marker, a linesman's flag to be checked out. Reported to referee Barth. Offsides. against New Orleans.
Defense offside, refused.
Declined, and the field goal is good. Lehman Bennett, the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. And so now, with 6 minutes 48 seconds remaining to be played in the first quarter of the ball game, it is New Orleans 7 and the Atlanta Falcons 3.
Baby me, baby. Baby me, baby.
Mister, to baby your skin's gotta be smooth. Rise Baby Face Shave Cream, the only lather with our exclusive baby oil formula. Rise Baby Face babies your face, so it doesn't just shave you close. It leaves your skin feeling smooth up close.
Baby me, baby.
Rise Baby Face with baby oil. Shave so close your face feels smooth up close.
Baby me, baby.
Finally, there's a fuel-efficient, mid-sized car whose luxury feels more like a full-sized car. Introducing the Cougar 4-door from Lincoln Mercury. 4 doors is one thing, but a Cougar is another.
Monday, a crusty old prospector flips for Flo.
Makes me feel like the last drumstick at a boarding house lunch.
Can Flo handle him?
He's not going to dance around here naked, is he?
Find out Monday.
We're in Atlanta, Georgia, where we have a 7-3 ball game in the first quarter. A cloudy, overcast afternoon. The Atlanta Falcons will have Tim Mazzetti to kick it off. Jimmy Rogers is center deep, flanked by Wayne Wilson and Tony Galbraith for the New Orleans Saints. Wilson, side of the field. He gets it on one hop at the 5. He's at the 10 at the 15. And is finally brought down short of the 30-yard line as Earl Jones was downfield to make the tackle. Ball is spotted with the point of it just on the 30.
Eagles leading the Redskins 7-0 in the first quarter. Jaworski's thrown another touchdown pass. And Baltimore leading Detroit 7-0 in the first. Curtis Dickey, their #1 pick, scored a touchdown on a nice run.
Right here, it's 1st and 10 for the New Orleans Saints. They double Chandler and Harris to the left side. They held the ball at their own 30. Archie Manning is the quarterback. That's Harris in motion across. Wilson is carrying. Penalty markers thrown as he drove up to the 35-yard line. Markers thrown behind him. Laughlin made the tackle. Holding is indicated.
Or you get a good first down play. Get yourself in good position to pick up a first down to operate. And these are the things that haunt you.
Referee Barth.
Number 88 offense, holding, still first down.
Brooks Williams, tight end. First down, but 20 yards to go now, and the ball is back at the 20-yard line. A double Chandler and Harris to the left side. Tight end Brooks Williams split to the right side. Rogers and Wilson to setbacks. Archie Manning. And he is sacked. Joel Williams got to him. Wilson Faumuina as well. Spotted at the 13-yard line.
Williams ends up making a big play in every game. He comes with a blitz here along with Faumuina, Mera, all of them. You see getting cut down there. And they credit this Joel Williams with a lot of leadership for this defensive football team.
2nd and 27 at the 13-yard line for the Saints. Again, they double Harris and Chandler to the left side, split the tight end Williams to the right side. Manning's pass is complete at the 21-yard line. Laughlin made the hit right there immediately. Rogers on his knees at the time he made the reception at the 21.
Pretty good heat again by the defensive front of Atlanta, applying the pressure, realizing that Archie's going to have to put the ball up here.
3rd and 19 at the 21-yard line. Chandler wide left. Manning. Out to Rogers in the screen left. Tries to cut back. Inside drops the ball. Scramble is on the 22-yard line.
Boy, he got a little careless with it, trying to go back across the green like Wilson did earlier. Watch number 58, Joel Williams. After coming on the blitz, he goes back across jumping people. And you see him right here stripping the ball of Rogers. The ball's loose, mad scramble. They do contain it, they kick it away.
Erxleben back to do the punting, and he has got Kenny Johnson deep. He retreats and takes the ball at the 24, 25, 30, 35, across the 40-yard line. Peterzak made the tackle. He comes in to make the snap in punt formation. Got down to him, made the tackle. 4 minutes, 43 seconds remaining to be played in the first quarter here in Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm hurting in places I didn't know I had. They got me doing things I never thought I could. Feeling good, feeling strong. Heart is something I belong.
The Army can make you feel a lot of ways. Challenged, trained, and proud.
With this time, with these people, with this feeling good, feeling good.
No? Conoco's best motor oil was tested to see how well it protected against engine wear.
The test?
Yeah. It was used in a fleet of hard-driving delivery vans in the city and highway conditions.
Last one.
The results? After 50,000 miles, all engine parts inspected showed...
Good.
No significant wear.
Good.
By new generation all season, protects against engine wear from Conoco, hottest brand going.
Next Saturday, see the hottest wheels in Atlantic City as the battle of the NFL cheerleaders continues. Next Saturday, 4:30 Eastern on the CBS Sports Spectacular.
Lehman Bennett, the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. They have a serious edge over the New Orleans Saints. They have the ball now. First and 10 at the 43-yard line. That last punt by Erxleben was 56 yards. Bartkowski gets it up to the sideline, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it over there to Wallace Francis.
Pretty good coverage that time in the secondary. He had to throw the ball high, keep it away from being intercepted.
So it'll be second and 10 now at the 43-yard line. Speaking of Erxleben's 56-yard punt, we were told before the ball game he has a pulled hamstring that's bothered him a great deal. Didn't seem to bother him on that particular punt. Jenkins is coming far to the right side. Now they switch it. Jenkins goes left and Jackson comes right. Penalty marker is down. There's a penalty marker down. Be checked out as Lynn Kane carried. Myers and Fetterspiel made the tackle.
Looked like a defensive end moved a little quick. It could be against the Saints.
Ball got all the way to the 41-yard line.
Lineman, offside, penalty refused.
It is, of course, declined because it's a first and 10. Lynn Kane taking the ball to the 41-yard line.
The Eagles and the Redskins. The Redskins trailed 35-0 last week at halftime. They trail the Eagles 14-0.
Penalty markers thrown again. Fetterspiel made the tackle. Andrews carried the ball.
Multiple fouls, holding on number 68 and number 70 offense.
Well, Dave Scott and Thielman both.
Might as well get them over with on one play, huh? This is going to set the Falcons back. You look at that football field, Lindsey. Played here many times. This is the best condition I've ever seen the stadium here.
Holding number 68 and number 70 offense. Still first down.
Second and 20 on the 50.
They put like 1,400 pounds of winter rye on, and no one has walked on this field in 3 weeks. The Falcons don't practice here anymore, and it is in excellent condition.
Kane in the left set, Andrews in the right set. Bartkowski swings it out, screen left to Kane. But he is upended for a loss on the play of 2 yards by Ken Bordelon, linebacker from LSU.
Bordelon made an excellent play. He defeated the block that time to stop that play. If they get by Bordelon, it's going to be a big gainer for the Falcons.
Speaking of that field, I thought I observed during pregame warm-up Sonny Jurgensen throwing the football. Could that be possible?
Boy, that was fun. The guy was playing catch with Archie Manning, and I told him I was looking at his thumb all bandaged up, and I said I was ready, but tell you look at the size of the people. I changed my mind in a hurry.
We have the liniment back here on the back shelf. Second and 22 at the 48-yard line. Bartkowski. And it is reached for and gathered in by Jackson. Big play. Alfred Jackson pulled it in. And that is at the 36-yard line.
Boy, a difficult catch he made. He just made his 15th reception, and he has 5 touchdowns in that. And you can see why they call him big play. Boy, this is a tough catch. Derlin Moore putting a lot of pressure on Bartkowski, but look at the concentration. He was covered well by Ricky Ray.
Not enough for the first down. You'll recall it was second and 22. It's now 3rd and 6 at the 36-yard line. And now a timeout for the Atlanta Falcons, and Bartkowski comes to the sideline.
A little confusion about what they want to do as he's talking to Lehman Bennett. Bennett says, we're on our way to becoming a good, solid football team. We're not there yet, but we're on our way.
And they're on top in the Western Division of the NFC. Jimmy Ray alongside there on the coaching staff of the Atlanta Falcons, as Bartkowski's career record against New Orleans is there. We have 2 minutes, 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the New Orleans Saints are leading it by a score of 7-3.
Have a score on the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers leading 7-0. Bradshaw to Jim Smith.
Sellout crowd here this afternoon at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Despite the fact that it has been cloudy and overcast most of the day, and we had rain yesterday here in Atlanta.
It looks like it might hold up. Let's keep our fingers crossed. A lot of people came up to follow this Saints team, and you know, that's great that you have fans when you're down 0-10 and travel all the way here to watch the game.
3rd down and 6 yards to go. Bartkowski. And it is caught. Junior Miller, the tight end, has the first down. James Marshall made the stop. Junior Miller with his 30th reception of the year.
You can't give Steve Bartkowski time like this. He has good time to throw the football, and it makes it, you can see the accuracy. He has to throw the football right there. Just was completed. Don Schwartz was covering, and he had it just out in front, and enough for the first down.
Ball is just outside the 15-yard line. This is Kane. Got to the 14, and that's all, as Joe Fetterspiel cut him down there.
Boy, Barry Bennett made a good play, too. Cutting down, he got some penetration in the backfield, made Kane change his direction that he wanted to run the football.
Make it 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Falcons are trailing in the ball game. We have less than 2 minutes remaining to be played in the first quarter. They double Francis and Jenkins to the left side. Bartkowski. It's deflected and intercepted. Touchback. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Penalty marker on the play.
I think we're going to have defensive pass interference call, too.
Ken Bordelon, number 50, had the ball, but as Sonny indicated, I think it's going to be nullified.
Yes, there was a lot of holding going on denying a receiver an opportunity to come across the field or holding on. The flag was actually thrown before the ball.
Fouls on the defense. Holding 56. Personal foul. Roughing the passer, number 78. Will penalize roughing the passer.
Elias Grooms roughing the passer.
Let's see if we can see the late hit here. You see the ball is thrown. He hits him too high. That's the reason Elias Grooms got called for roughing the passer. And there was also, you see Grooms coming in here from ground level. If he hadn't hit him too high, he may have gotten away with it, but they did have a pass interference call too on Reggie Mathis.
So it is first down and goal to go at the 7-yard line. Lynn Kane at the 4. Ken Bordelon made the stop. Don Schwartz assisting. Second down and goal to go.
Kane looks like to me that he is running banged up. You mentioned earlier that he's got a lot of bumps and bruises, hip point and everything, and he does look like he's a step slow on most of his runs.
Second down goal to go at the 4-yard line for the Atlanta Falcons. 1 minute left to play in the first quarter. Jenkins left, Jackson right. Bartkowski. Well, the official went down in the crowd. No catch, no catch. He did not get the feet down, no catch. Wallace Francis there, but could not stay in bounds. We lost an official in the crowd, but his colleague backed him up with the call quickly.
I tell you, that was good teamwork by the officials this time, because as you said, the official got knocked into the crowd here. He did end up making the call when he came back. You see him going up, coming down, getting 1 foot in. That one's even on the line, but he's looking right there as he goes into the crowd. Now watch the official. He sees it and he's trying to avoid making contact with the receiver, but another official came over right on the play and made the call.
Those are photographers down there. They've just been moved back about a yard. This is Kane. Stop short. Bordelon made the hit. Got some assistance from Federspiel. Fourth down. Goal to go at the 1-yard line. The fans, of course, want them to go for it. And here comes Mayberry in. Double tight end, Miller and McKesker. So apparently that's what they're going to do. 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. New Orleans leading 7-3. Fourth down, goal to go at the 1. That's what they need right there. Ball is spotted there at the 1-yard line. I formation. Andrews ahead of Kane. They want quiet. They won't get it. Even at home. Kane. The ball goes over. The ball goes over on fourth down. They did not make it. And the New Orleans Saints have held Ricky Ray on the hit with Don Schwartz.
Again, the slow developing play from the I formation on the goal line. Plays pitch wide again. Just excellent defensive play that time by Schwartz and Ray. Everybody getting over there. You can't get into the end zone. You take a look from behind the defense and you see the pursuit. Boy, Ray makes an excellent play there. He escaped Dave Scott's block, gets over, and threw him for a loss.
First and 10 at the 3-yard line. 4 seconds remaining in the quarter. Archie Manning brings them up. That's Rogers moving up and out. Wilson to the 6-yard line, and time has run out in this period as he picked up the 3 yards on the play. Jeff Yates made the hit. That is the end of the first quarter here at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. With the score, the New Orleans Saints 7 and the Atlanta Falcons 3.
Here's another Radio Shack Christmas gift idea. This year, thrill the kids with our amazing radio control toys on the track, obstacle course, or off the road. You control all the action with a radio transmitter, drive a race car, or a four-wheeler, command a tank. There's even a robot. Excitement for kids and grown-ups, too. 15 different toys priced $11.95 to $59.95. The amazing radio control toys from Radio Shack, your Christmas electronics store.
Alcoa
If you've ever wondered how something so big got off the ground, part of the answer is light, strong aluminum. Aluminum's high strength and light weight made modern aviation possible. Aluminum is important to most forms of transportation because taking the weight off planes and trucks, and now cars, saves fuel. Aluminum in transportation can be an energy saver today.
We can't wait for tomorrow. Alcoa can't wait.
Introducing the totally new Lynx from Lincoln Mercury. Lynx is not only the most fuel-efficient American-built wagon, Lynx is the first one with front-wheel drive and fully independent suspension. Starting today, the world belongs to an American car. Starting today, the world belongs to Lynx.
The NFL on CBS. Today's game is sponsored by Ford Trucks. The trucks built Ford tough and built for fuel economy. And by Alcoa, producer of energy-saving aluminum.
As we start the second quarter now, the New Orleans Saints are leading in the ball game by a score of 7-3. They have the ball. 2nd and 7 at their 6-yard line. I'm Lindsey Nelson with Sonny Jurgensen here at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Time of possession, first quarter. Atlanta 9:58, New Orleans 5:02. But New Orleans is leading. Archie Manning, the quarterback. That's Rodgers carrying. Finds some running room and gets out across the 10-yard line. Tom Pridemore, recently elected official from the state of West Virginia. They call him the Senator. Up on the tackle.
They got third, very short yardage here, trying to get in this short yardage offense.
Pridemore there, number 27, the legislature of the state of West Virginia.
The youngest member, too. Said they don't convene until January, so he won't miss anything.
3rd down and a yard to go at the 12-yard line. Double tight end for New Orleans on short yardage. And they picked it up as Rodgers went diving up for the 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Pittsburgh and Cleveland, always a real battle in that central division of the AFC. It's 7-6 now in the second quarter. Pittsburgh leading Cleveland.
Joel Williams comes out of the ball game. Dewey McClain comes in as a linebacker for the Atlanta Falcons. Fulton Kuykendall, by the way, is back on the active list today for Atlanta. This is Rodgers. Moved it up near the 20. Bob Glazebrook on the tackle.
Take a look at this blocking. Wilson Faumuina right in the middle. Tough block inside by Hill. He does a good job there to cut him off. Cuts off his pursuit and ties him up. He's got him all tied up.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line for the New Orleans Saints, who are leading in this ball game by a score of 7-3. Chandler's wide to the right side. On the delay, Wilson carries. Not far, just across the 20, Buddy Curry. And Laughlin made the tackle.
Buddy Curry, 95 tackles going into this game. He's the leading tackler. The Rams leading the Patriots 7-0. Ferragamo's thrown a touchdown pass in that one.
And that's one they're watching intently in Atlanta, because Atlanta leads the Rams by 1 game in the Western Division of the NFC. 3rd down and 4 at the 21. Manning. Ike Harris. Incomplete. That was Kenny Johnson, the cornerback covering. Punting units coming on for the New Orleans Saints. That's Harris.
Tried to get him isolated. There was some contact down the field, but they call it incidental contact. No call made on the incompletion because the ball could not have been caught anyway.
Eric Slavin in to do the punting now. Came in with an average of 37.5. Kenny Johnson is back deep to receive it. Johnson at the 44, 45. Kenny Johnson to the 50 and out of bounds. And so now, with good field position, the Atlanta Falcons will have the ball, trailing by a score of 7-3, 12:03 left in the first half.
When I was coaching, I was the boss. I used to feed them, dress them, get them to bed on time. Now I treat them to our favorite beer, right?
Light beer from Miller.
Light's got a third less calories than the regular beer. And what else?
It's less filling, Red.
And they really like the taste. Another beer, anyone?
Yeah. Come on, do it.
What's the magic word? Please.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
I'm Joe Duncan, State Farm agent, Cincinnati, Ohio, speaking for thousands of State Farm agents around the country. You know, there are a lot of reasons why people come to State Farm agents and stick with State Farm agents year after year. I think one of the big reasons is service. State Farm built its reputation on service. People expect it, they are paying for it, and we deliver.
And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Atlanta Falcons trail by 4 points, but they have the ball first and 10 at the 49-yard line of the New Orleans Saints. Steve Bartkowski, the quarterback. Swings it out to Andrews. Has a marker down. Could have been a face mask as he got to the 42-yard line.
I think he had
this made the tackle.
I think he had the face mask. No, they called an a clipping penalty.
Call a clip against the Falcons.
Looks like he was reaching for the face mask and maybe let him go because of that. Take a look at there's the clip right there.
Dave Scott.
Jim Kovage has got clipped.
Personal foul, clipping, number 70 offense.
That was it. You saw Dave Scott.
Scott's had an unusual stat this year. He's had 2 touchdowns called back with holding penalties. That's something he doesn't want to be famous for.
First and 25 at the 36-yard line. Now the draw. Kane up to the 40-yard line as Derlin Moore made the stop. Second and 21 at the 40.
Saints were anticipating and thought that they might use a little 34 defense today.
Jenkins to the left side, Jackson right. Bartkowski. Jackson. Won't be enough for the first down. Myers and Weimer on the tackle.
Ran the turn-in pattern, but of course the penalties had set them way back. They get a long completion, and they're still back to third and very long.
Make it Wallace Francis with his 36th reception. Had 3 touchdown receptions this year. Third down and 8 yards to go at the 47. Francis to the left side now, and Jenkins right. Bartkowski. And the ball is loose. And it's still loose. And the Atlanta Falcons retain possession back at the 29-yard line.
The Cardinal sin of trying to pick the thing up and run with it cost the Saints a big play there. They could have fallen on the ball. Watch this. You see him go back. You see the rush. Again, Ken Bordelon coming in, making the play, trying to pick the thing up. It gets knocked loose, and the Falcons retain, and now they'll punt it away.
Bartkowski recovered it. John James in to do the punting. Wes Chandler's deep to receive it. Short. Going to be marked up about the 50-yard line. Maybe the 49-yard line of the Atlanta Falcons. First and 10 for the Saints. Excellent field position for them. So they'll start at their first and 10 at the 49 with 10 minutes, 3 seconds left in the half.
great you can be with Minolta XG1.
Hey, you want to see some terrific pictures?
Depend on the automatic Minolta XG1 to give you clear, sharp pictures. It does the work. You take the credit.
Yeah, I
Look, hey, do you want to see some terrific pictures? No.
Yeah, look.
That's lovely.
For a limited time, get an XG1 and get a $25 rebate from Minolta. See your dealer now for details.
Someday, somewhere, you will discover magic. Capri Magic from Lincoln Mercury.
Magic.
A magic so special, it may be almost irresistible. Capri Magic.
Elusive.
See one soon, before they all disappear.
Monday on the season premiere of MASH, Hawkeye gets a leave.
Thanks for lending me the car, Dad.
And wishes he had never left. MASH, Monday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain.
Saints have the ball 1st and 10 at the Falcons' 49-yard line. The Saints are leading 7-3. We're in the second quarter. Wilson up to the 45-yard line. Bob Glazebrook in to make the tackle.
Wilson's done a good job since moving to fullback. Second-year man out of Shepherd.
Sonny, I don't have to tell a fellow from North Carolina such as you about the weather conditions in the Southland, but when you get clouds like this in the South, many times you get rain.
I thought he was going to hold up, and it is getting dark.
Second and 6. They're on a wing right. Got the reverse. And nothing. Jeff Murrow.
Murrow made a good play. There was all kinds of penalties on the play, and I think it's going to be holding again.
Gordon Banks was carrying the football. It is holding. And it's against New Orleans. Archie Manning there standing behind Barth. Be sure he's apprised of what it is exactly that's going on.
88 offense, holding, refused. Third down.
Brooks Williams, tight end.
I don't want to bring it up, but that's his second.
It is.
2 holding calls already.
Third and 11 at the 50-yard line. Wilson and Rogers. Setbacks. Archie Manning steps up. Incomplete.
And another flag, Lindsey.
It's being checked out. It's against New Orleans.
They're going to make them kick it away. They're not going to take the penalty.
And Erxleben is coming to do the punting. Kenny Johnson is dropped back deep to receive it for the Atlanta Falcons, standing on his own 10-yard line. High trajectory. He hangs it up there. Fair catch signal goes up, and it's made at the 10-yard line by Johnson. So the Falcons will start it there, a 40-yard punt. But the hang time was excellent, as he had no chance for a return. The fair catch gives the ball to the Falcons, where they'll start 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Got a long day's work behind me. That's it. Let's take them all. Good times on my mind, and a setting sun to remind me I'm going back to a place called Miller Time. If you've got the time
for the best tasting beer you can find.
We've got the beer.
America's quality beer since 1855.
Miller tastes too good to hurry through.
Miller High Life.
When it's time to relax, one beer stands clear. If you
With 9 minutes, 10 seconds left to play in the first half, the New Orleans Saints are still leading in this ball game by a score of 7-3. They came into the game with a record of no wins and 10 losses, and the Falcons came in 7-3. Falcons starting with Bartkowski at quarterback there. He's been in all day. They started their own 10-yard line. Andrews is carrying, bounces off one, and gets on up across the 15-yard line to the 17. Federspiel brought him down. Bordelon assisting. Got about 7 on the play.
Bills leading the Bengals now 7-0 in the second quarter.
Second down, 3 yards to go for the Atlanta Falcons. Wallace Francis far to the left side. Kane is carrying. He's got the 1st and 10. And it's at the 24-yard line. Jim Kovac made the tackle along with Tommy Myers.
Boy, last week this team had 563 yards of offense.
Their 2 running backs ranked 3rd and 6th and rushing in the National Football Conference. Kane has carried 10 times for 42 yards so far today. Andrews up to the 33. Tommy Myers made the stop there.
Boy, you can see this punishing type runner. Well, you got to tackle him throughout the game. Look at him. He's smiling. He's having a little fun out there, isn't he? Just when you get running holes to go through like that, it is a lot of fun. Green Bay and the Giants all tied up. 7 apiece in the second quarter. Gary Ellis tied it up for the Packers.
Second down, 2 yards to go at the 33. Kane, 1st and 10. Stumbles up to the 39. Barry Bennett on the tackle. Then Kane played his college football at the University of Southern California.
Well, he scored 8 touchdowns already this year.
Clock is running with 6:52 left in the first half. Saints are leading it by a score of 7-3. Francis left, Jenkins right. Bartkowski has the ball. Was hit just as he turned it loose. Incompleted pass.
Boy, this is how you get hurt when you're trying to throw the ball. You see the play action fake going back. When you're having to deliver the ball under these conditions, you see Reese coming around behind him and hitting him. Well, you're completely unprotected there, trying to make the delivery, and you take a whack.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line. Lehman Bennett pacing a little bit, checking his personnel sheet. Playlist. Andrews. Just across the 45-yard line. Don Reese again on the tackle with Schwartz.
Well, when you get throwing incompletion on 1st down and come back and pick up 7.5 to 8 yards on 2nd down, giving the ball to Andrews.
3rd down and 3 yards to go at the 46-yard line. Atlanta 1 for 5 on 3rd down conversions today. Faced with one here. Kane. Ball got away. Recovered by the New Orleans Saints at the 46-yard line. Now hold it. Hold it.
I think he made a mistake in his signal.
He did. The Atlanta Falcons. R.C. Thielman was on the football. He did make a mistake with his signal, and so it is a 1st and 10 for the Falcons. They retain possession at the 47.
Hey, they've never said they were perfect. You see the play here. The ball comes out. It's loose. And Thielman comes up with the interception. I mean, with the fumble recovery there. Interception. Where did I get interception from?
First and 10 at the 47-yard line. Bartkowski going long. Touchdown. As he hit Alfred Big Play Jackson. Alfred Big Play Jackson from Bartkowski. 47 yards and a touchdown. And that is touchdown pass number 18 for Bartkowski.
Oh, what a throw. Excellent throw that time. And Jackson, play action fake, going back again after the first down, and just gets good protection that time, which allows him to wind up and let it out. And you see Jackson in stride, catching it in the end zone for the go-ahead touchdown.
That sets a new Falcon record for touchdown passes in the season, 18 for Bartkowski. Mazzetti is into attempted conversion with James holding for him. And it's good. And so the Atlanta Falcons on a big play.
Vehicle MPG, tough van with gas mileage ratings unbeaten by any van, plus 40-ton line haulers and tough new diesel-powered mediums. No wonder Ford's America's best-selling truck line.
The first electronic football games like these were for only one player.
And run.
But something was missing.
Can I play? Wait your turn.
Then along came head-to-head electronic football by Coleco.
Now we can play at the same time. I'm offense. I'm defense.
With head-to-head, you're really in the game. A power sweep. He fights through for the tackle. You pass. He blitzes. Intercepts.
This is real competition.
Why settle for a one-player game when you can have it all? Play alone, against the computer, or for real competition, play
head-to-head.
Why settle for less?
Next Saturday, the WBA Junior Welterweight Championship live. Aaron Pryor defends against tough Gaten Hart. Next Saturday, 4:30 Eastern on the CBS Sports Spectacular.